Hello everyone, in this video I am going to describe about episiotomy and suturing.
Also known as periotomy, is a surgical incision of the perineum and the posterior vaginal wall, generally done by a midwife or obstetrician during second stage of labor to quickly enlarge the opening of the baby to pass through. In this movie, we show how a midwife or obstetrician can do this. There are basically four types of episiotomy. A mediolateral incision is made downwards and outwards from the midpoint of the foresheet, either to the right or left. It is directed diagonally in a straight line which runs about 2.5 cm away from the anus. A median incision commences from the center of the foresheet and extends posteriorly along the midline for about 2.5 cm. Other two types are lateral and J-shaped, which are not used widely. The most common is the mediolateral episiotomy. The incision extends from the midline of the foresheet mediolaterally at 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock towards the direction of ischial tuberosity. The main advantage is that the extension to the anal sphincter is less and is more suitable for instrumental delivery and in short perineum. An episiotomy may be done to prevent spontaneous tearing of the perineum. Indications are baby is large or in breech position, the labor going too quickly, or extraction instruments are needed. Episiotomy may be done to speed up delivery if labor going too slowly or mother or baby in distress. Moving on to the articles required for the episiotomy. A sterile tray containing lignocaine 0.1%, episiotomy scissor, curved artery forceps, needle holder, suture material. Let's move on to the procedure. Firstly, 10 ml of 0.1% lignocaine is injected into the perineal region. After injecting the lignocaine, with the use of an episiotomy scissor, an incision is made in the perineal region. Incision is made downwards and outwards from the midpoint of the foresheet, either to right or left. It runs diagonally in a straight line 2.5 cm away from the anus. Now the baby's head can easily pass through the vulval outlet into outer world. Once the baby and the placenta has been delivered, the incision is closed with suture. After the episiotomy and delivery, the following structures must be repaired. First is the vaginal mucosa, then separated perineal muscle needed to be repaired, and last is the skin. There are many types of suturing method. Most common are simple continuous suturing and intermittent suturing. This is a continuous suture and this one is an intermittent suture. Moving on, the vaginal mucosa is closed first with a continuous row of sutures starting at the apex of the wound, as you can see in this video. Next, the muscle layer is brought together. It can also be done with continuous suturing. Finally, the skin is closed with subcuticular sutures beginning at the posterior end of the wound. For the closure of the outer skin layer, non-absorbable sutures can be used. The closure now is complete.